Let's start your required legal training around copyright with large language models. Will you talk about the New York Times lawsuit and how OpenAI might be forced to delete ChatGPT? For data you are using to train your models, if that data comes from organizations like Reddit, Stack Overflow, the AP News, you're required to notify the legal team about that. The legal team will then make the decision whether you can use the content or not, or negotiate a license with the approved person. For your earlier question, we expect the gray lady just wants her nickel. I don't think you appreciate the technical complexity of modern data collection systems, which often do not give an origin to the source data that we're using. Rule 3, and you sandal-wearing alchemists, you will document your data. Okay, what about a couple of songs? We don't mess with the music industry. They're organized. Moving on, the second issue is the outputs of your generative models. As long as they're not grossly copying the inputs, those are going to be deemed acceptable and low risk. We built a system to check the code coming out of GitHub Copilot for copyright violations. Do we still need that? According to your data, less than 1% of those outputs were infringing. So at this point, you're no longer going to need that copyright checker. That doesn't seem fair to artists. We need to find a way to compensate them. These large language models are going to take away a lot of the jobs they have. Rule 2, copyright is for the advancement of science. If you have other policy goals, go talk to Congress. Third, if you run across any mechanisms used to identify or protect copyright, you do not try to remove or tamper with those. Come on, I'm sure you can negotiate something, big boy. Congress has created a bright line here. You don't mess with them. I realize for many years your team was given a free pass, but as the company has become to rely on your flux capacitors, it's important that you comply with the rules and regulations we put out. If not, I will make sure your computing privileges are revoked. You will be sent to the mail sorting facility in North Dakota with an abacus.